Hi, Jay here with a DP20 Tech Tip, and this is on depth control. The DP20 drill press can be used either in manual mode or program mode, and there's different depth settings for each. Let's start with the manual mode, and this is how the drill press is used most often. In the manual mode, you'll simply pull down on the handle and you can change the speed control normally, and you'll set the depth setting with the depth control ring on the side of the drill press. In this case, you'll look at the scale, and I'll go from 0 and I'll move this up to 2 inches, lock it in place, and now as I pull the quill handle down, there'll be a stop down at that area, and you'll see that I'm stopping right there at 2 inches on the quill travel. And that's used for most drilling applications where you come down, hit the hard stop, and you can repeat that drilling process throughout the cycle. The stop ring here will go all the way through 6 inches, which is the maximum travel here for the DP20. You'll see it travels up to 6 inches. The other application that you can use this for is as a top stop. And this again is depth control, but I'll rotate the ring all the way around backwards, and I'll bring the quill down, and then I will lock it in this position, and now the quill will only go up this far. I can still go down and drill, and this is fantastic if you're drilling a lot of holes in material and you don't want that bit to go 2 or 3 inches above the material. You just want to go right back up, get it out of the material, move it, go to the next hole. It's for quick drilling, usually process drilling applications. In order to return this, pull down on the handle, loosen the lock knob, and let it come back up. Rotate the ring around so you can use the scale. That's your manual settings. We also offer digital controls, and the digital controls are usually used in the programming mode. You'll see that there's 2 depth settings up on the screen. This is our live depth control, and that tells you what the spindle is doing right now as we move it. As I move it down, you'll see it count through the increments here. You're going to see now 2.36 inches, and that's in the inch mode. That's a decimal inch value. If you want to change it to fractional inches, just touch the inch millimeter button, and you'll see that it'll display fractional inches. Now your depth control will display here in fractional inches. If you want to use metric, go through and select millimeters. It'll highlight the millimeter icon. And you'll notice that the decimal value is a little bit different. We give you a visual indicator to let you know that you're in the millimeter section. You'll see, first of all, the millimeters highlighted, and you'll see that it loses the decimal point and it picks up smaller numbers. So as I go through the scale, you're going to see we're at 51.76 millimeters, and so the decimal point will be the smaller numbers. So decimal inches, fractional inches, and then finally decimal millimeters. I'll return back to the default. The default is the decimal inches. So that's our live depth control. The other one is our programmed values. So if you want to drill to a certain depth value, you can bring your spindle down to the top of the material, touch the bit to the top of the material, hit the 0 function, and that'll set your 0 at the top of the material. Now as you drill down into the material, you'll see a negative value as you're into the material. Now I'm 1.25 inches down into the material. As I come back up to the surface of the material, it'll 0 out, and as I raise above it, you'll see that it goes into positive integers. So that's using the 0 function. If I want to set a programmed depth, I'll come back in, 0 that out. I'll enter the program mode by selecting program, and I can push and hold the button, and I can scroll between different values here, program 2, program 4, program 1. I'm going to select program 1, and I'm going to go through and I can change the speed at this location. I can also go through and change the depth. Once the depth is flashing, I can go through and say what value I want the hole to be drilled to. In this case here, I'm going to drill it to 0.78 inches. I'll lock that in. And once I've got that entered in the program function, I'll save it into the memory. And as I drill down and it gets to that area, it'll let me know when I'm at that value. It also can turn off the drill press. It can also activate the auto reverse function if I have that selected. So as the drill bit gets down to that depth and I have auto reverse on, it'll back the drill bit out. That's handy for tapping. If you're doing tapping functions and the tap goes all the way down to the bottom of the hole and you want it to back out, you'll select auto reverse in that case there. And that covers the depth settings for the DP20 drill press. If you have any other questions or are looking for more tech tips, go to our website at lagunatools.com, and on the DP20 page you'll find more tech tips there.